It's a night of celebrating our culture of Jewish joke telling and honoring those that have that gift of telling a great story.
Judge says to the lady, she says, Mrs. Green, is it true you were shoplifting? She says, yes, Your Honor, I was caught shoplifting. She says, and what is it that you stole? She says, well, he says, I stole a can of peaches. He says, all right, and how many peaches were in the can? She says, in the can was 4 peaches. He says, all right. He said, that'll be 4 nights in jail. And the husband says, Your Honor, could I said something? He says, yes, go ahead. He says, she also stole a can of peas.
Two old guys sitting on a bench on Collins Avenue, Miami Beach, Florida, probably outside Wolfie's. One of them starts to get up.
I'm Jack. My gynecologist told me I'm a hypochondriac.
Doctor says, Moshe Kanina, you're almost 90 years old. You're such great shape. When's the last time you had sex? Moshe says, just a minute. Gets up, goes to the doctor's desk, picks up the phone. Says, Sadie, when's the last time we had sex? She says, who's calling?
My mother never drank. She claimed it interfered with her suffering.
Do you know why they call it the golden years? Because they can't spell Verstinkene.
I'll come up with a funny idea for a joke, and I know enough to write it down so I don't forget. But then a week later, I will find a Post-it note that says G-string, dental floss, laundry. And I can't remember if that's supposed to be funny or that's my to-do list.
Just a second.
And last night, Max came to my room to pay me a visit. He tapped me here, he tapped me there, but I fooled him. I hid the money in my shoes.
Wait any second.
I'd like them to look down in my coffin and say, there lies Father O'Toole O'Day, oh boy. One of the greatest priests who ever came to this parish. He was particularly friendly with the young boys in the Sunday school choir. The rabbi says, when I'm lying in my coffin in the Reform Shul, I want people to glance down at me in the coffin and say, look, he's moving!
His friend looks up at him and says, hey, where you rushing?
My trunk was popped and my suitcase was taken out. So I called up the New York City Police Department and got an Officer O'Brien. And he said, well, what was in it? And I said, well, a pair of slacks. And I had a set of phylacteries there. He said, phylacteries? I said, yeah, they were about $450, $500. He said, $500? How many? I said, well, there was just one set. You know, he said, one set, $450? What are they made from? I said, well, they're made of leather. And you strap them on. He said, you strap them on? I said, yeah. You strap one on your head. You strap one on your head. I'll come back, I'll tell this one later. I'll tell it again.